Hey guys, it's Jem here. I'm just doing a quick reading for the full moon in Cancer. Depending on your location in the world, it will be January 16 or January 17. So just going to get a general reading and then also just a message on what it is that you're letting go of. What is it you're letting go of under this full moon in Cancer? As always, these are just general readings. You can message me if you want your own private reading. These are paid readings. Otherwise, take what fits, leave what doesn't. All right, let's start with that. Oh, there's actually quite a few cards there. Right. Oh, there's one there too. Okay, all right. That's a lot of information. Okay, so I feel like, let's have a look here. First and foremost, full moons are always going to bring changes. They will be big tower moments for some. They will just be small ones for others, okay? The tower is all about change and transformation in some way in your life. Now, this could be in your physical reality. This might be internally. It depends where you are on your journey. So a full moon will always bring some, almost like erratic sort of energy with it, because you are usually being forced to let something go so something can change and transition into something new, okay? I do feel like for a few of you, this is actually causing you a lot of pain under this full moon. There's a lot of feeling here, especially in the heart space. You might even find there's some physical pain in your chest. Obviously, this doesn't go and get medical advice if you're feeling pains in your chest that don't feel associated with just a bit of heartbreak. But I do feel for some of you actually going through it with this full moon, and it's around a heartbreak of some sort. It's a lot of pain around maybe, a past situation, a past relationship, situations you've been in with family or friends in the past where maybe you've been hurt or let down. A lot of this could have just even be like the release of letting go of your own insecurities and fears that you've held on to for so long. So again, it's going to be different, but I do feel like it is causing a lot of grief. It is causing a lot of hurt. So be sure to really sit with those energies. There's a little bit of imbalance. There's also a lot of I'm hearing the word confusion. So I feel like, there's not a lot illuminated under this full moon energy, and I think it is causing a bit of anxiety for a lot of us as well. We've got the pain, we've got the feeling of things are moving or changing or something's happening, but we can't see it. And it's just making us feel a little bit uneasy. So just be sure to kind of honor these energies that are and the emotions that are coming up, okay? Moving forward, what you're sort of letting go, there's really positive energy here as well. Like the initial wrap of the full moon vibe is kind of like inner turmoil is the words I'm hearing. So on the inside, I feel a lot of us are just experiencing such grief, such heartache, such fear, such insecurity. But remember, when we are feeling these things, it's coming up to be released. So the best thing we can do is see it for what it is and feel into it, feel the discomfort. A lot of these cards here are, there's quite a lot of you've got the black crows, the darkness of that, your dark green. So I do feel like, again, it's a lot of shadow stuff. It's a lot of inner just stuff that's ready to come and be released. We've also got the Seven of Swords here. So I feel like for some of you as well, there might be a letting go of some relationships around this time. Maybe starting to see people's true colors, or even seeing yourself with true colors. Like I said, it's not really clear what's going on at the time, but I feel like there's an underlying energy here of a bit of deception. And I feel like this is a lot more associated with self. Because of the moon energy being Cancer, it's always about the feminine. It's always about the home, that nurturing energy. So, just that where you're kind of letting yourself down in the respect of not looking after yourself or nurturing yourself or your home or your environment or your desires. Again, there could be some deceptive energy associated around you. Like I said, work, friends, family, things like that. So just be mindful, but I feel more so this is leaning towards you being a bit self-deceptive, and a bit like just, I don't know, trying to avoid things is like the energy I'm getting here. So really honor it, because at the end of the day, regardless of all this, you are actually still making forward motion. You are kind of getting back into an energy where you're rebuilding. Okay, this is it's been a full-on couple of years, and I know a few like astrologers and things have said as well that this is the year where we kind of rebuild what has crumbled. All right, now obviously with the Tower here, things are still crumbling for some of us. Like I said, might be major, might be minor, but you are still moving forward. Anything that falls away is just doing so it can create space and a smoother foundation to keep growing and to keep building and to keep creating the life and the energy, the vibration that you want. So you are still moving forward regardless of all this, but obviously with full moons, retrogrades, it does call for us to just slow down a little bit and reflect. So even though it might feel like things are a bit stagnant and stuck and you're blinded by whatever is going on, because I feel like a lot of it, as I said, is internal. So it's not really what we can see in the physical reality. And that's what gives us this sense of confusion or refusing to sort of look at it for what it is, because it's like, oh my God, I feel like I'm in chaos. But in your reality, like nothing's really happening. So you're like, well, why is nothing happening? But it's because you're going through this inner change. So again, try and really just trust that you are still moving, and things are still moving, but you just need to come within for these next couple of days. Okay. Like I said, it is going to be a very emotional moon, but I feel as well, this is a chance for us, an opportunity for you, for us as a collective, again, however you're experiencing this with whatever situations are coming up for you, to really sit in your emotions, like sit in the feels, embrace it, just let them like rinse over you. The cup energy as well, it's like water. So, I feel like there's going to be a lot of tears here. It is a very healthy and healing concept to cry, so really let the tears flow if they're flowing. Also a really good way to process is salt baths, being in and around bodies of water. That is always really helpful around a full moon, because Cancer also rules the moon, and like I said, I'm sort of getting that image of like the tide, the moon when it's full, it like accentuates the tide. So it's like a full tide, a high tide of emotions under this moon. So again, it's just about sitting in your feels and not being ashamed or embarrassed or whatever by it, just honoring everything and anything that comes up, sitting with it, feeling it, and then letting it go, like just letting it flow through you. Okay. Again, there's a lot of empowered energy around this moon as well, like by sitting in your feelings, by really, really looking at what's coming up for you and look at what's transitioning and trusting yourself more, committing to yourself more and what you want. Like this will pass and you'll be very kind of like, oh, okay, like that, yeah, like I can see why I needed to feel through this. I can see why, oh yeah, like that's moving now. And I could see that pain that I was still harboring. It's a very empowering full moon, and that Queen of Swords energy is very much, again, like the Knight of Pentacles. You are still quite in your power and in your, in yourself. You know what you want, you know what you're going towards. But like I said, I feel like everything's kind of been halted. I'm seeing like stop signs, so like stopped traffic, backed up. And like it's almost like you're sitting in this traffic jam and you're just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why is this traffic not moving? And it creates this fluster, it creates this anger, it creates this annoyance, this frustration. And then once that starts snowballing, suddenly you're sad, you're crying, you're yelling, you're punching your pillow, like, because you're like, I just want the traffic to move. But again, when the world is moving, it's very easy to get caught up in it and avoid all these feelings of pain and things that we're harboring. So this moon is a really good opportunity to sit with it and let the shit crumble, let it fall, let it feel, let it be painful, let it be confusing, let it be frustrating. because at the end of it, we're going to come out on the other side and be victorious. We're going to be standing in the spotlight of our life, and we are going to be feeling like we can overcome anything, is the energy I'm getting here. So, and I just felt pulled one more card, 10 of Cups. All right. So like I said, there's still movement towards these wish fulfillments. There's still movement towards these desires that you've wanted. And for what I feel has been a very long time, but there's still some pain and some energy that you're just harboring. And that's why anything that's coming to the surface now needs to go and get out of the way of this happiness. Okay. So I hope that helps, guys. It is a very, it's a very intense moon. And like I said, on top of that, we've got Mercury, Venus, and Uranus in retrograde. So everything is just like, like I said, it feels like it's falling apart, but it is that cliche saying I'm hearing, like, you know, things have to fall apart so they can fall together. That's, I feel like, the vibe around this in a whole. So, you know, just be gentle with yourself, compassionate with yourself. Things are happening, things are coming. But again, we have to clear out whatever is not supporting that of where we're going, okay? And that comes with pain, it comes with grief, it comes with uncertainty, it comes with frustration, it comes with all of the above. But you know who you are, you know where you're going, you know what you want, you know your boundaries, you know all the things, you know you can get through this. You've done it once, you've done it many times, I'm hearing. So it's difficult, but, you know, try not to let yourself get unbalanced. Try not to lose your footing is what I'm hearing. I'm sort of getting this image of someone like walking along like a tightrope, and it's just kind of like, you know, don't lose your footing, otherwise you're going to fall. There is a safety net there, of course, but like, you know, just focus on you, focus on your emotions, focus on your feelings, focus on where you are right now. Be accepting of that, be accepting of what's coming through you in this time, and that's how you're going to move through it. Okay, so happy full moon, guys. Lots of messages there. Like I said, take what resonates. It might not hit for you all, but if you do want a private reading as well, you can send me a message and we can arrange that. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Let me know in the comments if this was for you, and like I said, just be kind to yourself, love yourself a little harder at the moment, but this energy too shall pass. Take care.